From the beginning, what were Christians saying? As far back as you can go, to within days of the death of Christ, this is what they were saying. Jesus died for our sins. That's substitutionary atonement. That's died in our place, bore the guilt of our sins in his body on the cross, as was predicted in Isaiah 53. And that's the according to the scriptures, right? Not only did he die in our place, but the fact that he would die in our place was foretold by the Old Testament prophets. He was buried, which is to say, we knew he was dead, right? He was buried, and his burial location was known. He was not thrown on a garbage heap somewhere. He wasn't hauled away in some random cart. He was buried in the well-known tomb of a well-known wealthy man. So if there was some breakdown in the chain of custody, hey, where did that body end up? They can ask the guy who owned the tomb and asked all the people who saw where Jesus was buried. And then that he rose again the third day according to the scriptures. Just as Jesus' death for our sins was foretold, so was his resurrection from the grave. You have it glimpsed there at the end of Isaiah 53, when this one who dies, who's crushed for our iniquities, will see the fruit of his labor. You have it in Psalm 16, that his soul will not be allowed to see corruption, but he'll rise up, he'll be raised to life again. All of this was foretold, all fulfilled in the person of Christ, and all of this was recognized, believed in, and preached by the earliest Christians. So to those in Corinth who would say, okay, we heard the Jesus thing, thanks, that's nice, sure, well, we can believe in Jesus, but we're not going to get into the resurrection part. That seems too much, that seems too big an ask, right? We know people die and they stay dead, so we're not going to go out on a limb and believe that we're going to rise from the dead. And Paul says, no, from the beginning, this was essential to the Christian gospel, and we believed it because it was undeniable.